welcome back to my channel. This is the last day of the Tamariathon. I was so freaking happy. Like, no more waking up feeling, well, I wasn't waking up feeling nervous. I rebuked it. But I was like, when I would start my day, I kind of get nervous because I ain't gonna lie, like, I would be a procrastinator, but I knew that I had to get this series done, and that's what I'm doing. Now, this video is not gonna be too long, so let's jump straight into it. I don't know what I'm gonna title this, but one thing I gotta say is that narcissists or narcissistic people hate when you agree with them while they're degrading you. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So one day, me and my mama and my brother, we had went to Sam's Club and we was like grocery shopping, I guess, or whatever. And my mama had just picked me and my brother up from school, of course. I'm trying to think of how old I was. I probably was in like maybe 10th grade. I don't know. I forgot what grade I was in. But my mama had asked me, I don't even remember what we was talking about, but I guess we was talking about one day when me and my brother got older and moved out and got our own places. And so while my mama asked me, she was like, okay, so when you get your own apartment, you gonna let me get a spare key? Like, she literally asked me that. Like, she asked me basically, like, when I got my apartment, was I gonna give her a key? Because she wanted to, like, I even remember she said that she was gonna be in the kitchen cooking, like, when I got off of work, and she was gonna cook me a meal and stuff, right? So when she asked me that, it caught me off guard. And so I just kind of looked at her, like, I didn't say nothing because I was trying to come up in my brain something to say, because I was speechless. I'm not gonna lie, when she asked me that, I was speechless because on the inside, I wanted to say, I can't even cuss. I can't even, I want to cuss so bad. On the inside, it was a strict no. I was not finna, I ain't had no intentions of giving my mama no key to my apartment, no. And the reason to that is not because my mama just a bad, terrible person, but because my mom did not create that safe space for me growing up. When you get older and you like move out your parents' crib and you get your own place and you start providing for yourself, you start paying your own bills, you start having to make a way for yourself, and it's not somebody like a parent taking care of you, you be wanting to get off of work and come home and have a peace of mind. Bro, you be wanting to get off of work, come home, and have your home be a safe space. You don't be wanting to get off and come home and see somebody that had done abused you and traumatized you your whole childhood. No. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to get off work and come home and my mama in my kitchen cooking? No, ma'am. Please get out. And that's no shade, but it's like I said, even with her, like, I'm pretty sure if she get off of work, she didn't want to come home and have to worry about being yelled at or, you know, being told what to do, or, you know what I'm saying, being told that they're lazy. Like, nobody wants to come home and have to deal with that. And so since my mom did not create that safe space for me growing up, why would I give her a key to my safe space? And then when the home is no longer a safe space, then what? I'm going to get upset. I can't get upset because I already knew what type of energy my mom brought into an atmosphere. Not, like I said, not even saying she a bad person. I'm just saying, like, our energies did not mix. Like, it clashed. So if I'm knowing that me and my mama used to go back and forth ever since I was like, what, 11, 12, why would I give her a key to my home when she got a key to her own home? Well, my dad's home. Well, that was back in the day because they split up now. But I'm just saying, like, that really threw me off. And then, so let me just tell y'all a story. My bad. I got sidetracked. So when my mama asked me that, like I said, I just looked at her and I was trying to come up with a response in my head that was not hurtful. Because in my heart and in my mind, I was saying no. Like, no, she not. Well, I don't know if I was saying, not to be honest, I felt like that. Like, I felt like it was a no. But if my mama would have asked me in that time and I had my own place, I would have gave her a key. Like, even though she ain't create that safe space for me, I would have gave her a key because I would have felt obligated to. I used to feel obligated to do whatever my mama wanted me to do, because if I didn't, like, basically growing up, I wasn't, like, me and my siblings, we wasn't allowed to tell our parents no. Like, that was a sign of disrespect. Even if we genuinely didn't want to do something that they told us to do, we was not allowed to tell them no. So with that mindset, if I would have got my own place and I was still connected to my mom and she asked for a key, I would have felt obligated to give her one. But so in that moment when she asked me that, I was trying to come up with a response that wasn't going to trigger her. Y'all, why she ended up getting triggered anyway, because I wasn't quick to say yes. Like, soon as she asked me, I think she was expecting me to be like, oh, yes, ma'am, of course I'm going to give you a key. That was not the vibes. Like, because when she asked me that, it caught me off guard, because I'm also thinking in my head, too, like, ma'am, like, why would you want a key to my apartment? Because she was talking about how she was going to be over there, like, yeah, I'm going to be over in your apartment. I can't wait till you get your apartment. I already know I'm going to be over there. Why would you want to be around me? Like, my mom used to act so irritated with me. Even when she had got her own apartment, I used to come home for work. My mom would roll her eyes at me. Why in the freak would I give you a key to my apartment and you act like you don't even like being around me? Like, why would she ask me that? Like, I'm telling you, like, I don't know if my mom was a narcissist. I'm pretty sure she probably does have narcissistic tendencies. But my only thing is, narcissists, they want to be able to abuse you in peace. Like, they want to be able to abuse you and be a bad person to you, but you still, in return, have to treat them like they're the best person ever. I kid you not, because the fact that she really fixed her mouth and her jaw and her tongue to ask me something like that was crazy. And then I was trying to be nice. That's why I wasn't quick to answer, because if I was quick to answer, I would have went with what my heart was telling me, and that was no. But the fact that I didn't want to trigger her, hurt her feelings, I paused and I was trying to come up with something to say, but with me pausing, that offended her, because I guess she could read my body language and know that on the inside I was really saying no. And so when that happened, like I said, it triggered her. So as soon as that happened and I wasn't able to answer quick enough for her, she said, oh, I don't want a key to your apartment anyway. Yeah, I ain't want to be over there anyway, because I know you're going to have all types of drug addicts and crackheads. Like, I know your house going to be a crack house. That's what my mama said. Immediate switch up. Immediate switch up. So when she said that, and then I know you probably like, well, dang, why would your mama say that? Because my family, they always wanted me to be a drug addict. They always wanted me to be one of those people like strung out on drugs. Like, I had an uncle like that. By the grace of God, he was able to turn his life around, and that's so good. But I kid you not, even him, even after he had overcame what he went through in drug addiction, he came around me asking me, because they knew I smoked weed, and that's where that started. I feel like that was the root of it. Since they knew I smoked weed was not a bad enough drug for them to like go around and yeah, okay. Like, when I was younger, that worked, because like as a kid, they're like, oh, you ain't supposed to be smoking weed. But the older I got, people in my family smoke weed. I got aunts and other uncles that smoke weed. So they knew that just by me smoking weed, that wasn't a bad enough thing to attach to my name. So they'll call me a drug addict, or they'll say, oh, they'll like allude to me doing drugs with an S and not just say, oh, you be smoking weed, because they knew that didn't sound bad enough, because everybody smoke weed nowadays. Not everybody, I rebuke that, but of course, it's people who don't. But like, it's like a popular thing, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I guess that's why she said that. Like, she was trying to throw jabs at me, because I think she had caught me. Y'all, my freaking camera had cut off because it said I ran out of storage. Apple gonna piss me off with that full storage thing, because they be lying. I don't be having no apps and no freaking photos and well, I do, I just lied, but I don't be having enough to talk about full storage. Anyway, let's get back to the video. My bad, y'all. So I guess my mama had caught me smoking weed or whatever. I'm pretty no, did that happen after that? I don't even think my mama knew. No, wait, hold on. Let me tell the story right. Yeah, so when that happened, I don't think I was smoking in that time. I could have been, but if I was in 10th grade, I wasn't. I didn't start smoking till like, I think the end of 11th grade. Yeah, like the end of 11th grade and then the summer to 12th grade. That's when I was smoking for real. Like, I guess she had made that little comment because she was trying to throw shots at me. Because I guess I hurt her feelings because I didn't answer quick enough to her question. And so to try to get me back, she tried to make me feel like how she felt. But in that moment, it was a return to sender, because I agree with her She wanted me to try to plead my case. The reaction she wanted out of me was for me to try to prove myself, for me to try to prove I wasn't a drug addict, or I wasn't going to have crackheads in my house, or I wasn't going to be living in a crack house. Like, she wanted me to prove. I wasn't proving nothing against that. Like, she could say whatever she want to say. I'm pretty sure a lot of people said a lot of stuff about her. Some true, some false. But I wasn't going to really take on what she was saying. Even though I agreed with her, I wasn't agreeing with her in my spirit. Like, did that make sense? Like, I wasn't agreeing with her in my spirit. I was just agreeing with her because I wasn't going to allow her to get that out of me. Like, because the allegation she was trying to put on me was so, like, bizarre. Because she was just asking me for a key all happy time out. She was going to be in the kitchen cooking when I got off of work. Like, I ain't gonna, hold on, let me watch my mouth. So, she was just saying all that. Then fast forward, when I didn't answer quick enough to her getting the key, now all of a sudden, oh, I was going to live in a crack house with a whole bunch of crack people. Like, girl, like, man, be for real. Like, let's be serious. So I ain't really pay that much attention. Since she didn't get the reaction out of me she thought she was going to get with her allegations, she had got mad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's just crazy to me because the way, if I would have acted or if I would have treated my mom the way she treated me growing up, I would be considered like a problem. I would be considered like the worst kid in the world. Like, just because my mom, like, that's just like, say if I asked my mama, like, can I get some ice cream? And she really don't want me eating ice cream. So she took a pause. And by her pausing, I was just like, I don't want no ice cream anyway. That's why your husband cheated on you. Or that's why my daddy left you when you was pregnant with me. Like, what if you feel what I'm saying? Like, let's be serious. Like, let's be serious. Let's be for real. That's the equivalent to that. Just because, okay, I didn't answer quick enough. Now you got these crazy, like, now you saying these crazy things about me. What if I would have did that to her? Like, let's be for real. So the fact that parents can get away with doing so much stuff against their kids, and when their kids start to react to the abuse that the parents done did to them over so many years, now they're labeled like the bad person or the bad child. Do y'all know? And I'm going to still do a part 2 to my last video because I know some of y'all probably waiting on that. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like talking about something different. I woke up with something different on my heart this morning, so this is what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, if you go back to the last story that I had posted yesterday, I had, what I said? Oh, yeah. When I had got kicked out, when my mama kicked me out, and then I was staying in hotels and I ain't had nowhere to go. This was before I had moved in with the girl, right? I ain't had nowhere to go. And I was trying to call, because my uncle was calling me. My uncle was calling me to talk, like, to call my aunt and them. But I already knew my aunts and my other uncles did not like me. I could just tell by the vibe growing up, right? I knew they didn't like me. So when he was telling me to call them, I was kind of like, what? Like, I don't know if I should call them. He was like, nah, your family, your friends. Y'all, I called them. Them people who had played in my face for real. Well, I ain't gonna say they played in my face, but kind of like, I'd rather, like, especially my aunt, just not answer the phone. Because the way she got on the phone with me and I was crying and I was trying to get help and she just was, well, let me call your mom. Do y'all know she called my mom? And based off the stuff and the lies that my mom told them, they basically felt like, oh, nah, we not going to help you. They probably weren't going to help me anyway. But the fact that my mama tried to make it seem like I was unbearable to live with, so I tried to get help from other people. She didn't even want me getting help from other people. She was telling them people to tell me to go back to her. So you mean to tell me you will put your daughter out just for you to try to get her to come back begging to you? Y'all done lost your mind. Y'all done lost your mind. That's why I'm triple, double, quadruple flexed up right now. Right now. That's the exact reason why I'm so flexed up right now. Because y'all done lost y'all freaking mind. You gonna put your daughter out. And then on top of that, I was contributing to her household. But that's besides the point. Like, it's crazy how people will do you any kind of way. And when you start, like, due to abuse and trauma, because people will, like, for instance, me smoking weed. They were so upset because I was smoking weed. But they ain't try to get me no help. Yeah, I went to therapy and counseling for a little bit, but y'all, that barely was doing nothing if the circumstances at home was not getting better. Let's be for real. Like, my parents ain't try to teach me no type of coping mechanisms. Like, yeah, my dad showed me religion, but it's like, that ain't even work for my grandma now. My grandma, she probably to this day still go to church every day, and my grandma just as evil as the other grandmas out there. Let's be for real. Yeah, I called it out. What? But then fast forward, they try to make it seem like I'm so evil and I'm so bad. Like, I ain't even gonna get into all that. I don't trailed off from the story. But that was really the end of the story for real. Like, I agreed with her in that moment, and due to me agreeing and not trying to prove my case or go up against what she said, that made her upset because she knew that she only said that to get a reaction out of me. But let's think, if I, like, all the time, she would have said stuff to me and I said stuff back just to get a reaction, bro. Anyway. Yeah, y'all, so I'm not finna sit up here and keep talking y'all head off about my family traumas and all that. Like, if you want to hear more about it, just scroll down my page. I got endless videos on it. But yeah, so this is the end of the Tamariathon. Y'all go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all already know we getting ready for my birthday. My birthday's coming up July 7th. And I'm going to try to do something special on my channel. I might not. I might just want to enjoy my birthday because I deserve it. But yeah, y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you in my next upload.